Okay, so first of all, I want to take the numbers for the first three W5 values and remove them. And I want to do this for all of the occurrences of W5. So I want to remove these three values here as well, and also these three values as well. And this pattern continues down the table. So I'll start by adding in a new column here, and then we'll test the formula down here, and I'll start with equals COUNTIF, and the range will be the adjacent cell and 3 cells above it. So we're selecting 4 cells in total, and then the criteria that we want to count is we want to count how many times W5 appears. And this is text, so it needs to be inside quotation marks and close brackets and enter. And then we can drag this formula up and also drag it down. And you can see at the top here, we get zeros because there are no W5s. Then we count up 1, 2, 3. And then past that point, we count lots of 4s. Because there are now 4 W5s in the selection. And down here, the numbers decrease back down to 0 again when we're no longer counting any of the W5s. I'm now going to put this inside of an if formula, and the logical test will be is the count less than or equal to 3. And if that is true, then I want it to give me a blank cell. So that's 2 quotation marks with nothing in between. And if it's false, I want it to give me the number in the next column and close brackets and enter. Then I can drag this formula up and then down. And you can see that it works for the W5 values. So it removes the first 3 values here. And then we get the numbers for all of the rest of the W5s, but it doesn't work for the W1s or the W3s because up here there are no W5s, so we get a count of 0, and 0 is less than 3, so we get a blank cell. In order to fix this, I need to add in another logical test here, and I will do that using an AND function. And now we can have multiple logical tests. So one of the logical tests will be the COUNTIF part here. Then I'll add in another logical test, which will be, is the adjacent cell equal to W5? And now this needs to be true and this needs to be true. And if they are both true, then I will get a blank cell. And if not, I will get the number in the next column. And then I can drag this formula up and also drag it down. And now you can see that the formula is working correctly. I get blank cells for the first 3 W5 values and I get numbers everywhere else. Now I'll double click to send this formula the rest of the way down. And you can see that I also get blank cells here. And if I scroll down further, I also get blank cells here. And if I scroll down even further, I get blank cells here. And this pattern continues down the table. I also need to drag the formula up. However, there's a problem at the very top of this table. Because it's looking at cells above, there aren't enough cells in these 2 rows, so we get reference errors. In order to fix that, I'll just copy the number from the next column because I know I want to include these values here. Now that I've got this column set up, I can fix my pivot by formula. So here I'm looking for the average for all of the values for the W numbers for all of the calibrations in this table. And at the moment I'm including the first 3 W5 values, but I can drag this across into the next column and now they are being excluded. And when I press enter, you'll see that the numbers in these 2 columns stay the same, but these numbers change. Okay, so in this video, I have shown you how to remove numbers by counting how many times a value appears in a column. And that is everything.